Did you hear that? That's the voice that said got it. Okay, so okay, so last time we were talking about this rival cultural center. Uh, and Lava, do you remember, like, if we just look at the sentence, in the meantime, the city of Alexandria, founded by Alexander the Great, that's what they call him,
Yes.
Was becoming a rival cultural center. And then we talked about rivals, right? And we are trying to figure out, like, I think we kind of focused on the idea of like an enemy or an opponent.
Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, another way to think about it might be like not like an enemy so much, but like a competitor or just um like we in English we would use the word rival as like even if they're not directly opposing one another, we would use it as we can use it as just almost like an analogy, just as Athens was the center of philosophy at one time, so too Alexandria became the center of philosophy later. And we would say it was rival. So they're not like it's not like they're fighting each other or something necessarily, but that it could be just as good as or like or the equivalent of. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great. Um, so so you want to jump into the fragments though, or I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot here, but I can understand if you want to just get away from the introduction.
Well, maybe this information about the academy and the Lyceum could be relevant or interesting. We have these words in Russian, and it's interesting to know where they all come from originally.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, then let's just keep reading along. No problem. So but I want to make that distinction because I think in terms of the word rival, like there is the idea of a rival as being like a direct enemy, but then there's also rival in the sense of just as good as, but maybe at a later date. So Lava, why don't you keep reading for us? Let's just read through it. And I think what you should do, Lava, is you should say, as you read it, just say like, wait, I don't know what that means, or I don't know this word, or what's going on. I think let's do it that way for now. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So so just start from here and just read all this stuff.
Okay. In the meantime, the city of Alexandria, founded by Alexander in Egypt, was becoming a rival cultural center, thanks largely to the generous patronage offered by its rulers, the Ptolemies.
Any questions?
I'm not sure about patronage.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like from the word patron. That means father.
Yeah, it does mean father. Um, I, and is there, I assume the Russian is probably similar, right?
Yeah, it is actually.
But we
So,
even have the word patron. Well, at least we used to, like in the Soviet times, like it was like a slang word for boss.
yeah, I, I think another way in which it's used in English is people who provide money.
Right.
So like let's say you know you let's say I came to you, Lava. I was like, Lava, I want to start this business. Can you help invest some money into it? Can you give me money to help me start this business? And you'd be like, yeah. And so you give me your money and I use it to start the business. That's a form of patronage.
Uh-huh.
So I like it's not so I think here, thanks largely to the generous patron. I mean, how is patronage generous? Well, there has to be some kind of measure. What, like to the cheap patronage or the poor patronage? No, the generous patron. Suggests to me when I read it, whoever these Ptolemies were, that's a different question. Like that's that's more of a history question, and we can talk about that if you want. Do you want to? Who were the Ptolemies? The the rulers. So well, anyway, you understand generous patronage probably means they threw a lot of money at them. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right, keep reading, keep reading. Sorry.
So philosophy itself could not flourish under such patronage, and Athens remained uneclipsed as the philosophical center of the Greek world. So, flourish?
Hmm. Yeah, Masha, what's it? I don't know what the Russian would be for flourish. I can give
Well,
some English.
it does have the same root like flower.
Mhm.
Процветать.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't grow under such
Uh,
patronage. So it's actually an interesting. Um, here's a nice word for you: dichotomy. So generous patronage, right? So it's like, oh, whoever these Ptolemies were, and again, we can talk about it. I think it might be a bit of a tangent. Um, but let's say there are these people given money, uh, but philosophy itself could not really grow and flower under such patronage because the problem here's the problem, Lava. Let's say I ask you for money to start my business, right?
yes.
And then and I say, yeah, my business is going to be philosophy. And I don't make a lot of money out of it. You don't make profit out of your investment. So maybe your patronage doesn't help philosophy at all if you're not interested in it.
Yes.
So there's a problem there where, like, if someone says, "Look, I'm gonna give you money, and you because I believe in you, and I'm gonna let you do what you're gonna do, and never mind the return on my investment. Just do what you're gonna do." Okay, that's great. But if someone says, "Now, now that I've invested in you, I now control what you do," because money is a form of control in certain contexts, right?
Right.
So maybe this generous patronage wasn't just generous, it was also a little bit controlling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They pack a lot
So,
to this one sentence. Keep going, man. And Athens remained uneclipsed. Uneclipsed. Are you good with that, Lava?
no, I'm not sure.
All right. So an eclipse, you know what an eclipse is?
I think no.
Okay. So, um, so we usually use that term eclipse when we're talking about, like, um, let's just take the moon and the sun, right? So sometimes the moon passes in front of the sun, right?
Yes.
And when that happens, we call it an eclipse. It 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 hides the sun for a minute or so. So if the sun's shining bright, moon passes in front of it, everything gets dark. Sun's not shining anymore because the moon's closer to
Yeah.
us. Yeah, that's an eclipse. We had one, Masha, when was it? Like
Oh,
2017?
I don't remember, but yes, like
I just
sounds.
remember, I just remember stupid Trump actually looking at it, and I wish he would go blind. I mean, he's already blind mentally, but I wish he, and I won't say anything more about that. Anyway, yeah, we had a solar eclipse, and then there are lunar eclipses a lot. That's different. But an eclipse is basically like something blocking something else in that sense. So
Okay.
Athens remained uneclipsed. In other words, un it the shining source of philosophy was not blocked by Alexandria at this point in time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's metaphorical. All right, so keep going. So uneclipsed, in other words, not blocked, as the philosophical center of the Greek world. But here, go from here. But
Um. Okay. But the drift of other intellectuals to Alexandria had a crucial effect.
right, so you understand that. Now people started migrating over there.
Yes. But what's crucial?
Oh, crucial. Oh, Masha, Russian word for crucial in this context.
Seriously?
Ah, okay,
Yeah, most
Важно.
important. Like most important.
okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
had a crucial effect. It. Okay, keep going.
Okay, Plato's Academy and Aristotle's school in the Lyceum had been research centers in the broadest sense.
Mhm. So, Masha, you said that you thought maybe we should look at this because of things like the Lyceum and the Academy. These were these were actual places. Academy. I mean, they still exist. I mean, not in the same way, obviously, but I mean, they're physical locations. They're not just like lava. You know how when we talk about schools, we say, "Oh, you should go to the Academy of Sciences over in I don't know Moscow or something," right?
Yes.
You know, like so when you see the word academy, you probably just think school, right? Help me out.
Right.
Okay. Okay. But
So it's like also um studying building.
yeah, but the so but like you see how like when we like the word academic, you know, now it's like a profession. Like technically I'm an academic by profession, but that comes from this thousands of years old tradition that originates from this place called the academy, which was literally a physical place where Plato started a school, and he called it the academy, maybe. And Aristotle's school in the Lyceum, and so in the Lyceum means that it was a physical place. It's still there. You can go to Greece and visit it. Sort of. I mean, there's not much going on, but they're physical locations.
Yeah.
Um, so keep, so Masha, does that satisfy what you were asking about?
Yeah, it's just curious that in our city, maybe a quarter of all schools are called Lyceum, and I'm not sure that people even know where it comes from, where it originates from.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Uh-huh.
But even if they do, it's a little bit strange. I mean, if you want to dig in more lava, I mean, what the hell? Why not? Look, go to Wikipedia and type in Lyceum. You can do it now. Why
Okay.
not? Yeah, go for it.
So,
What's it say?
oh, so it's like a type of uh studying buildings.
Yeah. So, but does it say, where does it say where it came from? That's what Masha's talking about. She's saying people use this word a lot, but maybe they don't know why they're using it.
So it says that it's from ancient Greek name of a gymnasium or athletic training facility near Athens. And it says that Aristotle there established his school. So it's from the word Lucian or wolf killer.
What? What?
Wolf killer.
Yeah. Well, that's not. No, but that's what it means. Have you, Lava? Do you ever watch vampire and werewolf movies like The Underworld?
Not sure. I don't think so.
Maybe Underworld is too old a reference. Masha, do you know the movies I'm talking about? It's not really important, but they call them the Lycans, the werewolf.
No, I don't. No, I don't quite remember. No.
Oh, here, wait. The goddess is going to speak. I think. Oh no.
No, this time
Oh no, they
did
just
not
tell me
announce that.
They just tell me to pay money. All right. Okay, so we'll stop on wolf killers. And we can start in like 5 minutes. And you
Okay,
said,
so just join the conference again.
yeah, we'll just stay in. Just stay in. I think you'll be fine.
Okay, okay,
I think.
okay,
All right.
okay,
I'll end the meeting though.
okay.